Taylor Swift's team is now coming out swinging, and that is super interesting. An article just dropped about. In that article, we're told that Blake Lively is quote unquote emotionally zapped, but she remains confident nonetheless. At one point, to feature her song, she got somebody fired. That is the allegation that is made, and she's curiously not responding to that.
Taylor Swift has unexpectedly found herself at the center of one of Hollywood's most talked about legal battles, and the situation is growing more intense with every passing day. What started as a dispute between director Justin Baldoni and actress Blake Lively over the film It Ends With Us has now spiraled into a courtroom drama that could have lasting consequences for everyone involved. Baldoni's legal team has made it clear.
Suddenly put on the stand and exposed, it would be such a inglorious end to their...
Baldoni's lawyer recently dropped a bombshell. If Blake Lively doesn't settle, Taylor Swift might be forced to testify in court.
If Lively refuses to settle the case, Taylor Swift may have no choice but to testify. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, as Swift, one of the world's most powerful and influential musicians, has built her career on carefully controlling her public image. Now, for the first time in years, she is facing a situation where she may be forced into the spotlight for reasons beyond her own making. Swift's legal team has wasted no time in responding, firmly denying that she has any involvement in the case. According to sources close to the pop star, Swift had no prior knowledge of the legal battle between Lively and Baldoni and never intended to play any role in their dispute. However, recent reports suggest that her connection to the case may be more complicated than initially believed. Insiders claim that Swift was present for at least one key meeting between Lively and Baldoni, an encounter that may be critical to the legal proceedings. If this information is accurate, Swift could be placed in an incredibly difficult position. Even though she has publicly distanced herself from the situation, the possibility of her being called as a witness remains very real. Further complicating matters is the claim that Lively may have deliberately orchestrated the circumstances that led to Swift's involvement.
Taylor Swift is alleging that Blake Lively is lying, but is Taylor telling the truth, or is this just a strategy to say press was complicit? They almost got it done. This guy would have canceled nothing.
Sources allege that Lively timed her meeting with Baldoni to align with a moment when Swift would be present, making it appear as though the singer was supporting Lively's position. If this is proven in court, it could have major repercussions for Lively's case, raising questions about her credibility and the motivations behind her accusations. Swift, known for being meticulous about her image and the way she is perceived by the public, is said to be deeply unhappy with the way her name has been dragged into this dispute. Reports indicate that she feels blindsided by Lively's actions and is now reconsidering the nature of their friendship. Lively, on the other hand, appears to be digging in her heels, refusing to back down despite mounting pressure. Initially seen as a poised and respected actress, she is now facing growing scrutiny over her handling of the lawsuit. Some industry insiders believe that her refusal to settle stems from a desire to maintain public attention, as she fights to remain relevant in an increasingly competitive Hollywood landscape. If this legal battle continues to escalate,
Taylor believes Blake timed her meeting with Justin so Taylor would arrive before he left, and there's more. Taylor is also...
It could backfire in ways she never anticipated. By refusing to reach a resolution, she risks alienating not only Swift but also other influential figures in the industry who may now be wary of associating with her. Baldoni's legal team has been aggressive in pushing forward their case, framing the lawsuit as a fight for artistic integrity rather than a personal dispute. They argue that Lively's accusations amount to an attempt to manipulate the creative process for her own gain. If their argument holds up in court, it could establish an important precedent, making it more difficult for actors to challenge directorial decisions in the future. At the same time, if Lively's case succeeds, it could create a ripple effect throughout the industry, encouraging more actors to take legal action against directors and producers they feel have overstepped their boundaries. One of the most fascinating aspects of this case is how it is reshaping public perception of Hollywood friendships. For years, Taylor Swift and Blake Lively were considered one of the industry's most admired duos. Their bond was celebrated in magazine features, social media posts, and public appearances. They vacationed together, attended award shows side by side, and supported each other's professional endeavors. But now, that once unbreakable friendship seems to be hanging by a thread. Swift's decision to distance herself from Lively isn't just a legal necessity, it's a strategic move to protect her carefully curated brand. While some may view it as a betrayal, others see it as a sign that Swift understands the importance of maintaining control over her reputation. Hollywood is no stranger to high-profile feuds, but what makes this case unique is the sheer level of unpredictability surrounding it. With each passing day, new details emerge that further complicate the narrative. If Lively continues to fight in court, there is a strong chance that more damaging information could come to light, details that could permanently alter her career trajectory. Meanwhile, Swift's role in the case remains uncertain. If she is ultimately subpoenaed and forced to testify, it could mark one of the most significant legal moments in recent celebrity history. Swift has spent years crafting a public image of resilience, empowerment, and unwavering loyalty to her friends. Being placed in a position where she must choose between legal obligation and personal allegiance could test her in ways she has never experienced before. While some believe that Swift will ultimately find a way to avoid testifying, others argue that she may not have a choice. If the court deems her testimony essential to the case, she could be compelled to speak under oath, regardless of her personal wishes. If that happens, her words could carry immense weight in determining the case's outcome.
What would have happened to Justin Baldoni? He would have been canceled. Taylor Swift is now fighting back.
Depending on what she reveals, her testimony could either validate or dismantle Lively's claims, potentially shifting public perception in ways that no one can predict. This legal battle has already sparked heated debates among fans and industry insiders. Some people believe that Baldoni is justified in his fight for creative integrity, arguing that directors should not be unfairly vilified when actors disagree with their vision. Others support Lively, believing that her claims deserve to be heard and that she is taking a stand against what she perceives as unfair treatment. Then there are those who are primarily interested in how this affects Swift, questioning whether her involvement will alter the trajectory of her career in any meaningful way. Beyond the individual stakes for Lively, Baldoni, and Swift, this case also raises broader questions about how Hollywood handles disputes between powerful figures. The entertainment industry has long been known for its behind-the-scenes power struggles, but rarely do they escalate to this level of public scrutiny. If this case proceeds to trial, it could force a major reevaluation of how conflicts are resolved, particularly when they involve A-list celebrities. Will this case set a precedent that discourages sensationalized legal battles, or will it embolden more celebrities to take their grievances to court? For now, the situation remains fluid, with no clear resolution in sight. Lively's next move will be crucial in determining the direction of the case. If she chooses to settle, she may be able to salvage some of her reputation. But if she continues fighting, she risks dragging this dispute out even further, potentially losing more allies along the way. Swift, meanwhile, will likely continue to do everything in her power to stay out of the courtroom. However, if she is called to testify, it could be a defining moment,